So then the one person that doesn't get a kill, so there's 10 people, there's 10 of y'all, and 10 rich fucks. 9 of the rich fucks are going to get to kill their fucking person, and the one loser fuck that doesn't get to kill has to pay you $1 million.
That'd be badass.
That's how the whole game works.
See, that's
So
something I would do.
like you're basically saying like if Mark Cuban wanted to kill my ass and he's assigned to me alone, and what if I kill Mark Cuban? Do I get to inherit his company?
You don't get to kill nobody. You're fucked.
I mean, I might be
What are you
fucked,
going
but I'm
to do?
gonna
Fucking hit him with the rock?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good old coconut. Hey, yo, Mikey.
That's what I'm talking about.
What's up, guys? We're not doing the same intro this time. That's what you like to hear. If you're new, subscribe. If you're old, welcome back to the gang. Beard Bros are here. You know what we do. We got some stuff coming, 1 through 24. Be on the lookout. There's only going to be 24 of them, exclusive as hell, because, you know, I only rock exclusive shit. So I want y'all to rock exclusive shit. Yeah, we've took a couple weeks off. We're back at it like a crack addict. I mean, what can we say? Beard Bros back, baby. Today's guest, a familiar face. Not just familiar. Actually, he's part of the team now. His name is Chris. He will be our editor. What up, Chris? How you doing, man?
What's up, my dude? Welcome to the Beard Bros.
Yes,
the
hi.
actual Beard Bros.
Yeah.
Podcast, that's another thing.
Yep.
How's
It's
it
nice.
going?
Good. It's nice to be back. A lot of time off to do a couple of things by myself, kind of build up my own portfolio stuff. But
There you go.
I'm glad to be working with you guys as an editor. Hopefully you guys liked the 100 compilation I edited. Little long, yes, I understand, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you're really true fans, go subscribe to these guys. Like, follow them on all their social medias. Follow me if you'd like.
Go
But
ahead,
for the
plug
most part,
yourself. Instagram.
It's Chris Ray on Instagram. It's Chris Ray on Twitter. Started a new one, but for the most part, I like to be back on here. So
His link to all of his stuff, we'll put it in the description. Just because, you know, he's part of the team now. So ours in there. He should be in there. So we're going to put all of ours. I mean, it's not just us two now. It's us three. We're trying to get a fourth. We're going to get the fourth on there. And once he is, we'll put him in the chair. And you'll see that too.
Yeah, so he also makes his own stuff on the side. Check him out on his Instagram. Good ass content. He's gonna be providing us good content. I mean, we're building a team here, a squad.
Mm-hmm.
And it's inevitable that we're just gonna keep climbing these mountains that we've already started to climb. And so keep your eyes peeled. I mean, we're coming in and we're coming hard. So
Yeah, we took 3 weeks off. And
I'm
doesn't
ready.
It doesn't seem like the city took over. Anybody took over the city? when we
No,
were gone.
I feel like they had an opportunity.
They had
People
the
had their
opportunity.
opportunities, and I don't know.
We was on injured reserve, and we still are in
no,
first
we
place.
never hurt.
Yeah.
We're still in first
We're
place.
just taking breaks. We just take breaks, you know.
Remember, if you come on the podcast, you're immune to Corona,
Corona
and Corona's
yeah.
killing people
Fuck
right
it.
now.
and Corona. I feel like it's becoming a thing of the past. Maybe, hopefully.
Yeah, probably.
who knows?
Anyways, hope you guys are ready. Let's get it kicked off. We
I
got
will-
a couple of cool things to discuss today.
Yeah, when Chris is on, we usually do debates. I mean, eventually it won't be debates. We'll just talk, regular bullshit. But today we're doing another debate. What debate are we starting off with, guys, today?
Whatever. Let's let our new member fucking pick.
So, as far as like, first off, the debates or the topics that we chose for this podcast this time around was who is the best celebrity to run for president. As you guys may know, as of recording, Kanye made the announcement that he wants to be president. So Joel came up with the idea to like, hey, if we had to have a celebrity other than
Punk ass Kanye.
yeah. Who else would we want to have president other than Kanye or anyone from the parties involved? But for the most part, I decided that I would like to see Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Really?
Mr.
I want you to elaborate on it.
Mr. Coronavirus.
So, Tom Hanks, what can you say bad about the guy?
Other than all his movies have to do with some like catastrophic event, I mean, I'm assuming his life ain't like that, but he did get corona.
Hey,
like,
know.
Hey,
Well, that's
life is like a
corona.
box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
this is true.
Okay.
Okay.
But hey, solid point here.
Okay.
Go for it.
Tom Hanks is related to Abe Lincoln.
Is he?
Is he
He
really?
is a distant cousin of Abraham
Hey,
Lincoln.
fact check, guy. Check that out. I'm just
And
kidding.
you're
I was kidding.
saying-
Fact check.
What is the relevance there between
Well,
the two?
nobody hates Tom Hanks. Yeah, of course.
Well, this is true.
I mean,
As a matter
hey,
of fact,
hey,
today I
you
hate Tom
kind of
Hanks.
sold me
Yeah.
on that one.
Yeah, but hey, whenever this whole coronavirus thing, pandemic, I was like, who gives a shit, you know? At first, when it first happened. But then, whenever I heard Tom Hanks got it, I'm like, my boy Tom?
He was all sad.
They got my boy Tom. Like,
Fuck.
no, he didn't deserve that.
That's
Like, and that's
facts.
when I started making this shit serious. I'm like, if they can get Tom Hanks, who else can they get?
But he always survives in all his movies. He always survives.
and he's a survivor, and he
okay,
can
that's
push
a strong
this
point. I kind of
country
made a point
forward.
for you.
That's stupid. Why would you do that?
Hey, but is he American?
Yes,
I mean, the only one that's not American is the one you chose. You said
apparently so.
He's been here for 14 years, I think.
he'd probably, yeah, maybe. Oh, it depends
Okay.
on who he is. Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks, I don't have much to argue. I think I'll put it this way. I don't know enough about him to knock him, but I don't think that's a good thing.
He better. His vice president better be Wilson, bro. I'll be pissed.
His vice president, I would say, would have to be George Clooney because he's also related to Abe Lincoln.
What the hell?
So all these people are just related to Abe Lincoln all of a sudden.
Distant cousins, I should reiterate. So
Okay, but
it's a
okay,
stretch,
but still, I'm. He's also an actor,
yeah.
and I'll put it this way: do I think actors are all that smart? No. And I also have a strong belief that actors have a tendency, well, maybe not a tendency, but my belief is actors are good at acting the way they act because that's who they actually are in real life. So, and that's why the other day we had the discussion of Matthew McConaughey. What makes him a good actor is he's a jack of all trades. He can play different roles and be really good at them. But like Tom Hanks, for instance, he plays in all these like crazy movies that end very badly or some shit pops off because I feel like that's what he's good at is playing that one role.
I mean, he played a special needs person, so
Well, maybe he's special needs.
well, maybe that's what we need.
I just want Tom Hanks to go up onto the podium when he wins the election and be like, "I'm the captain now."
Is that going to be a slogan? I'm the captain now?
Yes. I will completely fund Tom Hanks'
If he just
presidential
wins,
campaign.
he's like, "Oh,
if
Jenny."
that's the case.
Oh,
Oh,
Jenny.
Jenny!
Is he smart?
That should be
I
funny.
mean,
Tom Hanks not a bad choice.
it's not a bad
No,
choice.
he's like America's like granddad or like favorite uncle.
Chuck
at this point.
Norris.
Chuck Norris? Ooh.
That's
a
not who
good
I'm
one.
picking, but I'm picking a white guy that's probably the most American. It's probably Chuck Norris. Or Stone Cold.
To
Steve
go
Austin.
against you on your actor thing.
Is he
explain-
Democrat or Republican?
I believe
I'm
he's.
just kidding. You don't have to answer
wow.
that. You don't have to answer
Um,
that.
I was about to answer that.
Yeah, I know you were.
I have no idea.
He's
I would say
third party.
A liberal.
I'll say third party. I mean, Kanye has the birthday party apparently. So
Is that his third party?
the birthday party?
That's pretty.
That's
dope.
pretty dope.
That's kind of
Yeah.
dope. Okay, so before we do move on to ours, what's your perspective on the presidency election? Like, is it just really a popularity contest?
Yeah, hell yeah.
So do you think it's even plausible that Kanye could actually win?
yeah, there's people that love Kanye.
So
I mean, I love
I
it.
kind of just refer back in like early 2010s where Donald Trump would tweet out like I'm running for president, and obviously like 10 years later he's obviously president. So at this point I can't really say when or how this will go. It's really could be a popularity contest. The system as far as the election process and stuff is pretty flawed to an extent. Like what the last two presidencies popular vote over exceeded that of the electorate college, and that could be called into question later down the line for the most part, but I won't get too far into the politics of everything. But I feel like this go around, this election process, I feel like people are just so fed up with personalities. Like, don't get me wrong, Kanye is a crazy person, like possibly an evil genius for this, for doing this little stunt of his. I'd say he's probably just in a troll war with 6ix9ine right now. It's like, okay, he's trolling. I better outdo him. And so I'm going to do, like, maybe he'll come out with an album and stuff like that. I don't remember Waka Flocka said he wanted to be a president, and he did a whole string of shows where it was his presidential campaign. So
A lot of people do that. So
yeah.
when they get that, like, they get almost overthrown by somebody that they feel that is underclassed, that means, like, they'll do something almost, like, subliminal, but then not really. Like, whenever Amanda Nunes came and whooped that girl's ass, like, a month or so ago in the UFC, that same fucking night, Conor McGregor came out and said he retired. Not because he probably is retiring, but just because he's like, oh, they're considering her maybe one of the best fighters of all time. Conor's like, oh, fuck, what the fuck? I'm the best fucking fighter of all time.
Yeah.
It's something like that, kind of.
See.
So maybe he is, maybe he isn't. But I fear the fact that, like, it's a popularity. Like, if you get enough people that are like, fuck whoever's the president next or whatever, or maybe it's an open campaign because Trump gets reelected or whatever, then, you know, I don't know. I don't think Kanye would make good.
Just the thought of Kim Kardashian being the first lady
That'd be
of the
lit.
White House is just scary to me.
Well, think of how many memes
Like-
are going to come out.
Because every time like a person's in the White House, like Donald Trump, they always try to find dirt on him, and then they're gonna find all the dirt. Kanye and
Yeah, all the OJ
it's like
shit.
it's
for
like
the
everybody
Kardashians will
knows
come
what the
back
fuck
up.
they did. They know what Kim's been fucked by who and whoever, and then Kanye's just a idiot.
Baby's mama's boy.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
just fucking crazy.
All
Fuck.
right, who's your president?
Me?
Yeah.
I got a couple of like.
No, you can have a
like
couple.
what is it called? Like runner ups. Like
But okay, so your pres and your vice pres then, since I said George Clooney for my
Okay,
Yeah,
so
vice.
I
like-
don't have a vice president.
like
Fuck.
Shia LaBeouf would be like my vice president.
Ooh.
Okay, but who's your why him?
Why? Why him?
He just
Did
seems.
he get like a sicko fucking?
It was for a
body
act. It was
tap?
an act for like he's supposed to be like a Latino like.
Oh, it's
something.
not real.
I don't think it's
No,
real.
no,
Oh,
no,
it's-
it's real. It's
Oh,
real.
he really got
It's
that
real?
tattoo.
He got that.
He got the little
tattoo.
thing tattoo. Like he has a tattoo.
It
Bro,
says
it's
creep.
fucking-
Yeah.
he has a
it's
little tattoo
literally-
like this.
It's literally Mickey hands like that,
Like
and
right
it says
here.
creeper over it. He got that tattoo.
Oh my god.
He is a method actor.
Fuck
Okay,
with him,
so
he's
then you
crazy.
got Shia LaBeouf.
And then my president, the smartest man in the world, Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy.
No, he is American.
I hope. I don't even know if he's American, to be real honest with you. The
I'm
reason I
pretty
picked
sure.
him is because this fucker is. Have you seen him on Twitter and shit? He just like be trolling and shit all the time. But then
Okay.
he still comes out with videos where he's like, "Oh, this is what this does," and he's still teaching the stupid ass Bill Nye, Bill. It's like, damn, bro, he's like 60 years old now. He's still doing this shit. So
I feel like he's looked the same.
yeah, he's like
forever.
Mel Gibson, just an old fuck that never aged.
That's true.
I have nothing to knock against that.
I don't have
honestly.
much to
He's-
say, but other than I don't know if he has that political aspect to run a
I
country.
feel like if he ever did run as like a presidential candidate, I feel like he'd use science a lot. It is, and a lot of like the cancel culture. It's like you can't take my right from this and stuff like that. A lot of the religion stuff will go against him in that aspect. So, I that'd be interesting to see, and it would call into question that debate for the most part. I don't know, honestly. I like it, but I would have to see how that would fare.
His campaign would be fucking ridiculous. He'd be trying to show us why the science of who
But
gets
see, that
elected
would
and
come
shit.
into play, like with the global warming, the flat Earth bullshit.
Don't
like,
say
all that
flat Earth
stuff-
bullshit.
All
bro.
that stuff would come to light. I think more prominent than
If he did all of his ads as a Bill Nye video, like the old school Bill Nye, I'd be down.
That'd be sick.
That would be a popularity. I think.
I don't know anybody that hates Bill Nye.
I don't think anybody hates him.
Flat
Like I don't
earthers.
think anybody really hates Tom Hanks. Like I don't.
Fuck Tom Hanks.
No.
I just think. I don't know. He's old. He's
So's
kind of
Trump.
old.
So's Trump. So is Joe Biden. Motherfucker's 95 or some shit, ain't he?
No, he's not 95. But
He look it.
He's pretty old.
He
Yeah.
enjoys his ice cream, though. I'll say that.
He looked like
I
that.
mean, I don't have nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing you could
He's
debate.
a strong candidate as far as celebrities go. Like, he's probably one of the smarter celebrities that you have because he's a fucking scientist.
Yeah.
Like, he's just a cool scientist. That's what it is.
Yeah, he's invited to the cookouts.
Like, how many other fucking scientists do you know?
Elon Musk.
I was gonna say that. That's the
Elon
only,
Musk.
that's the only
But
one I
he's
know.
really not that cool.
He's not a cool
He's
fucking
not
person.
a cool guy.
He
He's
seems like a dick.
He's just very, yes, he's
He's-
like a
he
dickhead
seems
that
like a
knows a lot
dick.
of shit.
He's like the Tony Stark of our generation.
Yes, very
And there's
much
not really
so.
any other ones besides that conspiracy theory guy. I don't even know if he's a scientist.
Who?
The fat fuck. What's his name?
Fat fuck.
He's pretty fat. He even said he was on Joe Rogan's podcast a few times. I don't know his name.
Okay, it don't matter. Is
but
he
yeah.
black?
No, he's a white guy.
Oh,
He was
there's a
even on
black guy
he was
that
even on
on.
Ti's fucking podcast before talking about some other shit. Can't think of his name.
Oh, I think I know exactly. Oh,
I
fuck.
can't- He's known. He got arrested too for fucking conspiracy.
Isn't he the one
Really?
who was talking about like Area 51 and like being
Mhm.
inside it and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This motherfucker. Yeah, he's the fucking.
The
I don't know
only
if he's a
guy that I
scientist.
know that's been in Area 51 was the fucking Bob Lazar guy.
No, it's not. I don't know his name.
I think I'm thinking of that guy.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't remember his name, but
It
that's the
don't
only other
matter.
guy I know.
Mm.
I've
But
seen
see,
on
like I
podcasts.
said, like I feel like celebrity-wise scientists, that's just like your most popular.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
even smart
What about-
celebrities.
Oh yeah.
Like, I can't think of very many smart celebrities. Like, you're not gonna throw fucking
Wahlberg's-
Cardi B.
Wahlberger's Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg
He's
is.
a-
a
he's
very
pretty
individual.
smart.
Pretty smart, bro.
He's not bad.
Mm,
The Rock, I don't think he's smart.
he could-
I don't know. Do
I
I don't think
know,
he's
I don't know. I
smart,
don't know if
bro.
he's
I
smart.
think he knows how to eat a lot of food and work
If
out a lot.
anybody,
And
Jamie
that's-
Foxx. Jamie Foxx seems like a smart individual. He's good at acting. Very good at acting. Actually, he's really good at acting. He seems like a smart individual. But
I don't know.
there's not a lot of smart individuals. Like, I guess you could have to know the person to know if they were smart. But
Yeah, but you
They're
get
characteristics.
enough of people that you know. Like, do you think Kim Kardashian and them are smart?
I mean, to an extent, Kim Kardashian knows her law, considering how she's gotten
Right.
out. Like, she knows her law. I would give her.
But
a
everybody, I
seat.
feel like, kind of knows that. That's like staying in your lane, kind of thing.
but
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm talking of like the bigger picture kind of
like
thing.
keeping
Like
up with the
Leo
Kardashians.
DiCaprio.
Leo DiCaprio.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, okay.
He's
He
an
plays really-
environmental activist.
I was gonna say
so-
he plays really smart roles, so he kind of has to know a little bit of something.
Maybe.
Childish Gambino, he seems like a smart motherfucker too.
So nobody went with the rapper yet.
No, hell no. What the fuck? If there's
There ain't no smart rappers.
probably Dr. Dre.
That's my
Mother-
guy.
Motherfucker.
Dr. Dre.
Hey, Ice Cube.
Ain't nothing but a G-thing, baby.
I mean, Bill Nye's not a bad pick. I really think he's not a bad pick. He's smart. He's likable.
I actually took a little bit of educational, aspect to this one because last time I just kind of bullshitted through it.
right.
So this time
That's not a bad
kind of
pick.
thought about it, and
Out of the two so far, I'd probably pick yours just because he is smart.
he's a fucking idiot.
Like Tom Hanks, I'm not saying he's dumb, but I don't think he's as smart as fucking Bill Nye. Like he ain't gonna know how to stop global warming.
I mean, but you make everyone feel happy at least.
Willie though,
But Willie,
but Willie though, Willie though.
Well, he made cool ass TV shows like Bill.
He ain't, I mean, he's got good movies, but like I
Man,
said,
he played
what if he
Mr.
played?
Rogers though?
What if he played his role in movies in real life America?
Oh shit.
Then what?
Hey,
I
what
will
if
give
you're
you
at
that
a
one.
what if you're at a Bill Nye rally and you're just yelling Bill?
Oh,
Bill,
that's gonna be
Bill.
happening.
Nah,
bro.
that'd be
That's
so
gonna happening.
stupid.
That's true. Damn.
Well, not a bad pick.
Who's your non-American ass?
Yeah.
motherfucker?
Who is?
Who's
Yeah,
your
now that
off,
we're done
off
here.
camera? He's like, I don't even know if my guy's American.
Nah, he's American. Nah,
Drake.
I have to go with
Drake.
to go with
Wow.
Joe Rogan.
I wrote it down too.
No, I feel like that was obvious. And
But,
okay, here's a few reasons why. I figured.
Wow.
So these are the few.
That's live.
Okay, this is a few reasons why. One, I feel like he knows he's not smart, like the smartest man, but he brings in people specifically on his podcast, and I think he surrounds himself with enough people that build that acknowledgement or build that whole bigger perspective on life, where if he doesn't know, like, he's brought on Elon Musk, he's brought on other doctors and scientists and business people and fucking, I don't know if he's brought
He
that
probably
whole-
has.
he probably has.
Probably
I'm
has.
just saying, with that type of almost, what do you call them, like assets,
Yeah.
I feel like a lot more could be capable of providing a good country.
Okay.
Not saying you allow every person to influence you, but you also know who to ask the right questions to.
He has
And that, I think, is good. Your
his
sources.
Yeah, his sources are really big.
Yeah.
But the one thing is,
Joe Rogan's Canadian, right?
No, I don't think so.
What?
Let's
You
Google.
said you said he's not American though.
Hold on, let me Google.
I don't know what the fuck that motherfucker
He
is.
might not be.
But I give
I
you
don't
I
think
give you
he's-
props
Oh, like
on Joe
Canadian?
Rogan. The reason I give you props on Joe Rogan is because he's easy to not easy. It's easy for him to listen and learn. So he'd be able to listen to others' opinions.
Oh, he's 3/4 Italian and 1/4 Irish.
But where's he from?
He was born here in the United States.
Oh, so he's American.
So he's American.
He's
okay.
American.
Yeah, I give you that. So he's easy to teach. He could learn something every time.
But I also think he's smart in a
Enough.
lot of other ways, though, too. Like, he understands, I think, life.
I think
And I think that's important.
and he's an outdoorsman, so he's not really into the whole modern shit.
I don't think he'd ever run, though,
Mm-mm.
because I think he likes his simple life.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's not so simple because he's very popular, but he enjoys the life he has. It's like a very simple life for him.
Because imagine being president, podcast, #1 podcast.
Oh, he wouldn't
and-
probably
and
do the UFC
and the
anymore.
UFC,
He
bro.
wouldn't.
I think he'd
No.
drop that one for sure. He'd definitely keep his podcast, and I think he would do president.
Well, yeah,
But
it's a $500 million podcast.
well, yeah, I wouldn't think.
Doing a podcast as a president, that's kind of
Hello, guys. This is Joe Rogan speaking.
Nah, that fool.
This is Joe Rogan
Okay, hold on. I
Experience.
want to hear your slogan for Bill Nye.
What do you mean? He has his own slogan.
What? Bill Nye.
The
and the
science
I
guy.
mean,
But I don't
Tom
think that's a
Hanks,
slogan.
Tom Hanks has got. I got the captain now.
I am the
now.
captain.
Yeah, bro. It's
So-
just like simple. It's like he just be like,
Bill, Bill.
he just gets
I don't
louder,
even know
bro.
what Joe Rogan's would be, other than I'm thinking like he would get one of his reactions from one of the fights when he's like, "Oh," and then it just say, "Oh, Rogan."
It's just the picture. Like, have you seen that Obama picture where it says change? It's just him in that, like.
yeah. But instead of Joe Rogan, it'd say, "Oh, Rogan," and then it'd have Rogan just. React.
Oh, Rogan.
He'll just he'll just be one of his ads where he's talking about Fleshlight.
Yeah, he could be.
He'd be like, "This is Joe Rogan Experience, and we're stopping for my presidential election coming up."
See, but he has a platform.
He has-
He's already got the platform. He's already popular as it is.
Mhm.
I feel like it would be almost effortless for him to run for president.
He could win it. I mean, he has what 17 million fucking subscribers.
I don't know how many subscribers he has.
Motherfucker
man.
has-
I'm sure it's a lot, and I'm
And
sure
I'm not saying it's all
enough people
Americans.
respect
but
him,
it's not
too.
a lot of Americans probably, but still, he has a lot of followers.
And I feel like he's a smart man because look at what he did with just the Spotify deal.
Yeah.
Like, not
that's
many
true.
people do moves like that. They jump into the first pool of money that they run into. He didn't. He sat pat, and he was like, you know what? I'm gonna stay patient and make sure that the right deal, when it comes along, I'll be ready for it. And look, he did it. I think he's been podcasting for 10 plus years now, and barely the first fucking
Yeah.
the first real deal that came along, he jumped on it, and now look,
I mean,
he's set for life.
He's at like
true.
1,500 fucking episodes.
Yeah,
bro.
but 10 years to do something that maybe you've not really been truly paid off for. That's a long time to commit to something that you're not being paid off for. Like if
That's true.
imagine us doing our podcast for the next 10 years and we don't really make much money off of it. We're making good money, but not like we're not balling.
Mhm.
Are we going to really stick to something, especially with the 9 to 5 job? Because Joe Rogan was still doing comedian shows, doing the UFC.
That motherfucker was funny though.
Yeah, but I'm just saying he had his like regular daily jobs while doing the podcast, not being paid off, and then finally his
I mean, that's
what
what we're doing.
well, that's what I'm saying. It takes
It's not like
persistency,
it's not like we're just jerking off
determination.
and just coming on the podcast and doing this,
No, I'm
bro.
just saying
Right.
it's
We're just
hard
fucking
to
doing the same
it's hard
shit.
to keep doing that for so long, and then finally, like it's like okay now.
I forgot a big.
Because
thing.
think about I hate to bring up sports, but sports people like, I don't know, like who's a popular fucking
Patrick Mahomes.
No, like back in the day. Pick somebody back in the day.
John
like
Elway.
Okay, like John Elway. He probably didn't even get close to fucking $500 million that Patrick Mahomes just made. And it's like, when the money was right then, he had to take the money then. Joe Rogan's was way different. He was
a front runner. He's like Ninja.
Yeah.
He's basically
Yeah.
Joe
Yeah.
Rogan's Ninja of fucking podcast.
Podcast.
That's a very fucking good way of putting it out there. He's like
Ninja made up almost $500 million off of
Mixer.
Mixer, because they got bought out by Facebook fucking gaming.
Yeah, he's on YouTube.
Yeah, he went
he's
back
on
to
YouTube
He went
now.
back to YouTube.
He went
now.
back to YouTube.
He's-
So he
he's-
went just his full circle.
They bought him back. They bought him out. They bought his contract.
He decided to sign with YouTube rather than Twitch again.
Mhm.
Wow.
So now he's a YouTube.
But see, that's what I mean. When you got smart people like that,
That motherfucker's
you just
banked,
know.
mate.
You know when to wait. You when to fold and when to put it all in. And then Joe Rogan did it, and those moves matter. I was telling him, there's this commentator. He's a sports commentator.
Mhm.
He says, in anything in life, okay, in anybody's life, you take their worst year, and he usually analyzes like sport athletes. But you take like usually their first year, they're a starter, and then their best year, like if they won the MVP. You take those 2 years out, you take them out, and you average the remaining years, whether it's 8, 9, 10 years of a person's life, and that's who that person is. So if they average, like, let's say they average like $100,000 in these 8 years, and then over here they fucking made like $5 million, and over here they made fucking next to nothing. Well, that 100,000 or whatever you make on average every year for those 8 years, that's who that person is. Like, that's who they'll always be. Yeah, they maybe got a big bonus here, or maybe they just started so they're at fucking low average or whatever, but that's who you are. Joe Rogan, I feel like for the most part of his life, he's been fucking pretty on it. Fear Factor, UFC, podcast
I
now.
forgot he was on Fear Factor.
Like,
Me
dude,
too.
yeah.
Damn, you might have got me there, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he's been through it all.
he's
Yeah.
done so many things.
You forgot to say
What?
comedy though.
But that's what I mean. Like, he's got all these things that's made him fucking popular, and it's
That's true.
succeeded. It's one thing to do something and you fucking fail, but when you succeed. I mean, why would being president be any different? That's my fucking campaign for you, Joe Rogan. You watching this? I'll run for that shit.
Hey, but why did Joe Rogan get kicked out of Fear Factor?
Did he get kicked out?
But did he though?
Fuck, you're the one asking me these questions. You're fucking stupid.
That I thought that was going somewhere.
Yeah, I did
I was
too.
like, oh,
I was
okay,
like,
I'm glad-
I don't know shit about it.
I was like,
I was like,
did he know?
but did he though?
Did he know?
I don't fucking
I
know.
was like, oh, whoa.
Nah, I don't think he got kicked out. I think
No,
he got
I think
paid
he-
out by the UFC. And
Yeah, I think he
got the
said,
big bucks.
fuck the Fear
the
Factor,
fake
I'm
Fear
doing
Factor
UFC
bullshit.
now.
I'm gonna go see some.
And
guys
even
get
then,
kicked
he
in the
was
face.
talking about it too. Like, he doesn't ever, like, when it's time to be funny, like on his podcast or being a comedian, he's funny. But like UFC, it's not funny. It's business. He's like, I'm a businessman. When I'm there for the fights. I'm there to critique what I think is right and wrong and the fighters and shit. But it's not. I don't make jokes. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. I mean, fighters are fighting. I wonder if Joe's gonna be there in Abu Dhabi this weekend.
He is. You're not gonna.
He put in his contract. He don't want to travel.
He's not. You're not taking your best commentator to the fucking thing.
Maybe.
they're paying him big bucks.
It's
If
just
he goes,
because-
he's getting paid.
Well,
really
he
good.
did all the traveling. Like, before Corona and all this, he would do like a lot of traveling. But then, like, I think it was like 2 years ago, he made a contract with UFC and said, I'll do all the main cards that are in the United States. I just don't want to travel out of the country for these main cards. Because one, main cards out of the country weren't very good. They weren't bad. They'd have like a couple good fights, but they weren't that good. And two, just to travel, that fucking jet lag sucks.
I get what you're saying. He probably was like, they're never gonna go to Abu Dhabi. And now they're in Abu Dhabi. And this nigga's probably pissed. He's like, fuck, I just lost.
Is that
on
where
a
the
check.
fight island is?
Yeah.
That is where it is? That's
Oh,
what I
that
thought.
fight's gonna be Litty City.
That's gonna be fucking
That's
ridiculous.
gonna be the
crazy.
lit DQ.
The lit.
All right, So, okay, you guys debate in the comment section who you would vote out of our 3 candidates, or maybe you have somebody yourself. Put that in the comment section who you think should maybe be a celebrity and run for president.
Like Wiz Khalifa said, bro, it's Taylor Gang or die, but it's Bill Nye or die. So you better put that shit.
That would be a slogan.
Bill Nye or die.
That'd be it. That'd be it. And that'd be a
Hey,
globe.
Bill, if you need a vice president, fuck Shia LaBeouf, bring me on. I got you, kid.
Hey, you got him already in the running.
I know.
All right, what was our other topic? Oh, okay. This topic is kind of
shit.
Oh no.
I didn't really
it's
think this one
a
through.
weird
I didn't
question.
think with this one through either.
So we had come up with the idea: what would you do for $1 million? And is it? We're gonna debate whether what it is they choose or I choose that we would do for $1 million, if it's even worth it or not. Maybe it's worth more than $1 million, or maybe it's not even worth $1 million. It's less than $1 million. So we've come up with our 3. Do you want me to start, or y'all want to start?
Yeah, because you were last.
Okay, fair enough. I'll go first. Man, what would I do for $1 million? That's kind of tough because I feel like a lot of people. I feel like it's a. What's the word that I'm coming to when you kind of sell yourself for something?
Prostitution.
Prostitution.
Not
This
sex.
motherfucker's, he's
say
about
that.
to prostitute his ass for $1 million.
Not sex.
Catch him on
but
the
I'm
quarter,
just saying,
guys.
like, it's
Unethical?
almost. It almost is. It's like you have like a price on your not ego, but like your like almost manlyhood. Like fuck, I don't know what the fuck the word's called right now.
cojones?
No,
You trying to sell your balls?
no, you know
What are you doing,
your
fool?
dignity. Your
Oh.
dignity. People sell their dignity for a price.
Dignity.
And I'm not sure that I really would do anything for $1 million.
But would you, though?
I don't think I would. I don't think there's even a number out there, even $500 million, that I would really do anything for.
So you
That-
would-
well,
That being said, I think I would try something along the.
Butt
I
stuff.
don't know his name.
Stuff.
He was on Joe Rogan's podcast. Hate to refer back to him, but he uses a quote as, "Everybody, your body. It's mandatory to suffer pain. It's optional, or it's mandatory to have. What the fuck is the saying? It's mandatory to have pain. It's optional
Let it affect
to
you.
suffer.
Okay.
So what it basically means is your body's meant to go through pain, but your mental, that's all what suffers. Like if something like sucks, it's your mental fucking with you more than it really actually
Really
hurts.
sucks, yeah.
So I thought about it. What would be worth $1 million to me if I had done it, accomplished it, and then came back and like, damn, I feel like I deserve that money now. Have you ever seen Amazing Race?
Mhm.
Where they do like these crazy things going across like a country. I think I would really want to do something along that for 2 reasons. One, I would really like. I watched that movie or that show Alone, where they are not stranded, but they're basically set in a remote area and have to survive off the land. I wouldn't necessarily want to starve myself because that doesn't sound very good. Like I don't want to starve and have to like.
That
live
sounds
a-
like life advice right there.
Yeah.
Don't starve yourself,
Don't
motherfucker.
starve yourself. But I would also want to test myself. So the testing part of like having to go across the country or, like get on a kayak and swim or fucking kayak fucking 100 fucking miles or whatever, or fucking have to start an air balloon and fly across the fucking city. And you know what I mean? They do these crazy things like riding a
Well,
bike.
that doesn't seem safe. An air balloon across the city. What if it fucking hits a
I'm
building?
just saying, like, I would want to test myself.
I gotta watch this
all
Amazing
over.
Race thing.
Like,
Sounds
I'd
lit.
test my mental, my physical, probably my spiritual, because I'm sure there's going to be downtime. I mean, everything. I'm testing myself.
I hear you.
Second reason I would want to do this is just the fact that I know I can, but will I actually finish?
Shit.
Like, that to me is something that I don't think a lot of us really go through. Is we all talk about things we can do, but it's the things that we actually do.
It's the mental fortitude to see if you can finish the task at hand.
Yes.
Willing for that.
Could you though?
Some people say, "Oh, I'm gonna lose weight." Never do it. Some people are gonna say, "I'm gonna start a business." Never do it. Some people are gonna do this and never. Everyone says they can, but will they do it?
Yeah.
That I think is at the end. At the end, that finishing moment, the $1 million probably wouldn't even matter to me anymore. But I think if I could do that, that would be worth that $1 million.
That's what's up.
That's fair.
Do y'all have anything that?
But Amazing Race, what do they win when they win Amazing
I don't
Race?
know what they win, to be honest.
A
I
medal?
think it's like no, they do win money. I think it's like
Participation?
$1 million. I think it's $1 million,
Participation.
and I think it's like the course of like
I'm gonna have to
3 weeks.
I'm gonna
or
enter
something.
your ass in that fucking contest.
Fuck no, don't.
There's
ever.
like isn't there like a duos version?
There's
No,
duos.
not.
No, there's not, bro. There's
Beard
really
Bros.
Not, there's really not one of those duo
Beard
things.
Bros take the world.
I wouldn't be last. I'll be dying.
But
see-
it's also dependent on where you how safe are you going to like where are you going to start in this race? Like could it be in the Middle East or could it be in Russia?
That's the whole like roulette part of it is
Imagine
you don't know where you're gonna be and you don't know how far you gotta go, and some of those people don't finish.
What
So
is-
there's
they
a
die?
likely no, they don't die, but I thought about the whole dying thing. I was like, I don't really want to put myself in a place where I could die. I'd rather put it where I might not be able to finish. Like there's that part, like yeah, I could have cut off my finger for $1 million, but who gives a fuck? Like that's like to me that's too easy.
Well, your
where if-
finger would give a fuck because it.
Yeah,
you would
but
have
then-
ghost finger. You'd
But
think
then
your
I
finger was
think
still
this
there.
way
Ghost
it's
finger.
like there's two things. I could maybe finish and get the money, or there's still that I might not finish and I don't get the money, and maybe I get so far that it's like super discouraging. It's like damn, I went halfways or I went 3/4 of the ways, but I didn't finish. You know what I mean? Like that to me
That
is
sucks.
like a fucked up thing. Because
Yeah,
I know a
you'd
lot of
probably
people
cry.
that, huh?
You'd probably cry.
I don't cry, but I might cry in that problem. I just say there's I feel like there was both ways there. I try to play both sides of the fence. Like I could finish, and there was no like halfways. Like if I did half, I'd get the money still, or I'd get half. No, it's done or no done, no deal or no deal. Fuck.
Excuse me.
You know what I mean?
I heard that. Fuck that.
Honestly, I don't think that's a bad idea. Like would you take that even further and say would you do like something along the lines of like spend an entire month with Bear Grylls in the wilderness to that extent?
Bear Grylls.
No,
Savage.
I mean, you
Because
got
I
Bear
feel like-
Grylls with you.
I was gonna say because Bear is gonna get me out of shit.
That fool's a
You know what I
savage.
Naked
mean-
and afraid then
I'm a scared
in
to
the
be,
woods.
I feel like it's
I'm afraid to be naked.
Survivor.
yeah, like it's. I feel like there's gotta be. How I don't know, like the right terminology, but like that pullback of like it's on me only.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
getcha.
Like even when you do Fear Factor, like yeah, it sucks, but you can either cop out and not do it, or you're safe either way. Like even when they do, I don't know. Everyone's seen Fear Factor where you're fucking tied up in a fucking tank in the water, and you have to unlock all these locks and get up. But even if you can't, like you're not gonna die. You just be pulled out. You know, you're always safe. Amazing Race.
Let you die on national TV. That'd be fucked.
Well, that's what
up.
I mean, though. That's what I'm saying is there's only so many little things that you could do on your own that it's like like that guy I was talking about on Joe Rogan. He literally went from one side of Antarctica to the other side of Antarctica just to fucking do it. If he would have died, he would have just died. There was no
But did
$1
he,
million at the end of the road kind of thing. It was literally testing himself.
And he was popular
And that's
shit.
where I would be like, I just want to test myself like that. Like if it's traveling from one end of Europe all the way to the other end of Europe, and it happens that someone's gonna be standing there with $1 million, then I'll fucking do it. But more of my satisfaction would be just doing it in itself.
Okay, that's what's up.
That's fair. Huh.
I didn't think about this one thoroughly.
Yeah, I know. I'm like,
My bad. I was more prepared for this.
Yeah,
one.
you were more prepared for that one. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I was
huh?
thinking like I don't remember the book, but it was like this dude was hunting like fucking people in the book and shit, like real
The
people.
dangerous game. The
Yeah.
most dangerous game.
I'll do that shit.
A hunt to kill.
Yeah, I'll let that. I'll be
Damn.
one of the people getting hunted. That's like as far as I'd go. Cause
So-
if I die without the $1 million, I'm gonna be like,
So you're basically like the Hunger Games,
basically,
but someone else is hunting you.
yeah,
And if you're the last to not be found and killed,
I'm good.
You win $1 million.
and stay alive.
Well, yeah, I would
Yeah.
hope so.
I like the thought of a battle royale, like an actual Hunger Games battle royale.
I love that thought.
That'd be sick.
That's like one of
So
my
that'd be
favorite
my
movies.
fucking thing. If I for $1 million to actually fucking have to really survive.
But see, I feel like that's a good one because you have both. Like, there's a maybe getting $1 million or maybe dying.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like to play both sides of the fence because it's like it's easy. Like I said, you could do something
yeah,
where you're guaranteed to get the $1 million.
yeah, they're like tap fucking 6ix9ine's face on your fucking back for $1 million. It's like, oh, I can do that. Fuck it.
Yeah, like you'll have 6ix9ine on forever, but is it like is there a size? Like you just have to be my full bag and be the corner of my shoulder.
Even if it was the full base, like fuck it, I can wear a shirt every day of my life. Be a
I mean that's true. Like I like that. So can I ask? Are you literally just playing hide and seek, or do you have like any kind of like defensive mechanism?
I feel like in terms of battle royale, it really puts the individual at
Okay.
like intrigue because you can go as far as like I could be standing in the center of this area where everyone's around me and I can hide and I can wait this thing out. That's the smart thing. Or you could be like balls deep into the shit and like
I'm
go
just trying to kill the
everyone.
competition.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
So it is a battle royale.
I'm trying-
It's you versus everybody.
and the guy that's chasing. There's only one guy with like say a fucking AR-15, and everybody else is running from him.
I felt more like it would. Have you seen the movie Hunt
Never heard of it.
or The Hunt? It just was recent, where like
I need to
these
watch
people get fucking kidnapped. They get placed in this field because people. I guess these people are rich people,
Hell yeah.
and then all they do is like they hunt these people down. Like there was there was a survivor in the movie, but basically the idea is these rich people kill people for game.
See, that's basically what it would be.
I feel like that would be cooler. Like
Yeah,
if
that's
there
what
was
I'm
like
saying.
10 people trying to kill
Get killed.
10 of you guys.
That's what I'm saying.
And the rules are you can't do anything other than try to survive. And if you hide long enough,
So I can't kill the other competition.
I feel like it would have to be an allotted time. Like you have a full 24 hours
to hide.
to live.
Oh, wait, to live.
Yeah. To
Oh, okay.
You see, well, to hide, yeah, but you got a full 24 hours to live. No one can help you. Like it's that recent movie that's coming out on like Quibi or something like that, where it's like I forget if it's like Liam Hemsworth or something like that, where he's like a cancer patient and for every hour he lives, he gets $250,000 or something like that. Every hour he lives, he gets like $100,000. Right, and at the end of the 24 hours, it comes out to $250,000, and so, but no one can help him, and whoever does help him is also at fault.
Oh shit.
You
Oh,
see,
shit.
it's like the whole John Wick thing. It's like
Okay.
if I help you, favor for favor. If you helped him, you're done too. You see.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that's how I'll do it. I'll try to survive on some like killer shit, like hey, this guy could fucking get you from 100 yards scoped. So you better hide your punk ass.
I feel like they gotta give you time.
Well, yeah, to hide.
Like they're gonna at least say like, I would say. This is how I would play this scenario. I would put you on an island where you know you can't just go into a city or something. So like maybe somewhere in like fucking the Hawaiian Islands or something like that. A remote island where it's just you, and say, have a day. Here's a day. We know you're not gonna escape anyway. There's no boats. There's no planes. There's no way to get off this fucking island. Nothing's near for hundreds of miles. Here's 10 of you guys. Go run and hide wherever the fuck you want. After that day is gone, we're gonna come hunt you. And once all 9 of the 10 people are dead, we're gonna shoot flares in the air to allow you to come out. That's the only way you come out, and you're the survivor.
That'd be sick.
But so there's a little flaw in that. How would you know that you killed 9 of the 10 and not accidentally killed the 10th person?
Because the other people hunting you
Like,
are
you
going to
have
be
trackers?
working together.
Oh.
You see, not necessarily working together, but they're like, hey, we got 1 down. You know, there's 8 more fuckers out, or 9 more fuckers out there.
It's like, well, let's go.
Well, because they don't give a fuck.
What if they just suck at counting, bro? They're like, oh,
No.
there's 1 left.
No. But that's what I mean is these people that are doing it are already getting a kick out of doing it. You know?
That's a
And then,
sick kick.
well,
Well,
no, that's what I mean.
Sick kick.
You're already killing people.
Well, yeah.
Okay, but say these people that are killing people, they got to be rich. That's like one of the things. So then the one person that doesn't get a kill, so there's 10 people, there's 10 of y'all and 10 rich fucks. 9 of the rich fucks are going to get to kill their fucking person, and the one loser fuck that doesn't get to kill has to pay you $1 million.
That'd be badass.
That's how the whole game works.
See, that's
So
something I
like,
would do.
so like, you're basically saying like, if Mark Cuban wanted to kill my ass and he's assigned to me alone, and what if I kill Mark Cuban? Do I get to inherit his?
No,
company?
you don't get to kill nobody. You're
Hey,
fucked.
I mean, I might be.
What are you going to
fucked, but I'm
do?
gonna
Fucking hit him with the rock?
Yeah.
Coconut.
Yeah.
Good old coconut.
I just
Hit
say.
him with a guava.
I'll speak to the animals and shit. If it's Hawaii, I'll try and learn how
So
to.
do you think
Dr.
you
Dolittle
guys
the-
should be like the people you being hunted should be able to hunt also?
We should be able to do something. We should not just be hiding on
No,
this little
because
fucking...
I feel like just being able to win $1 million is a plus already.
I mean,
or inherit the fuck out of their
go
shit.
for the $1 million or go for a multi-million-dollar company. I mean,
Okay, so you're saying if you kill Mark Cuban,
I own the Mavericks.
I own the fucking Mavericks. Bye, Porzingis. You're gone. Give me
I
some-
own Shark Tank.
but then
Oh,
now it's
shit.
just a fucking free for all.
Yeah, we're gonna fuck
You
him
might
up.
as well just throw 20
Well,
people on there.
well, to an extent, they have the upper hand because they'll have all the weapons. They'll have whatever needs to be tracking me down, while I just have.
Well, no,
sticks.
they're not gonna have like a tracker on you. You're literally
What if they?
they have
hounds?
to try to hunt you like regular game.
I mean, if a guy
Like, if
has
they
a
see
hunting rifle, I
footprints-
kill him with a rock. That's
I
some
get
skill.
it. I get it.
Yeah, if I
I don't
slingshot
know,
his
man.
eyeball,
I should get rewarded for that.
I don't know. They might kill you now, definitely.
I
Like
mean-
the other guys are gonna come and kill you. They're gonna be like, that motherfucker killed Mark Cuban.
I'd
We're
be
gonna
like,
kill that motherfucker.
I killed one.
Now, if it's
Mark
Jeff
Cuban.
Bezos, I don't know. That guy could hire people and.
I don't know. There's so many ways to play this scenario. It's like either way, trying to survive out of whoever, death or survival. That's a good.
That's the only thing.
I feel like maybe yours could be worth more money.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do some stupid shit for $1 million. Like, I'm not getting pegged by a woman or anything like that for $1 million. I'm not having sex with a man for $1 million. Like, none of that.
No,
weird
I'm
shit.
not doing none of that. I just think maybe yours could be worth more. Like $1 million to survive like
Well, that was our
death.
cap, so that's why I put the highest.
No, I'm just saying. Remember, we talked about that.
because
It
I'm
could
not
be
a
worth
prostitute,
more.
bro.
I feel like mine could be right at $1 million,
Yeah.
but yours I feel like could be more.
Well, yeah.
Like it could be at $1 million, but I feel like 10 million wouldn't be out of the question. Like I feel like I deserve more. I outlived 9 other people, including myself. That's 10. $1 million per head. That's 10 million. Like I would be cool with giving
I'd
you.
say like that puts into question like how much is a life cost to an
$1
extent.
million.
It's like a $10 million. I mean,
$1
this
million
is
to
10
me. Shit.
It's like, and that's why I think of the $250,000 thing. It's like every like hour or so you get paid 100K. You know,
Right, but then what do you? But if there's 10 people and everyone's surviving hours and hours, then
true.
it's like where does all that money go?
It's all cashed into the guy.
I think
who
there's
wins.
got to be a
It's-
cap.
You go to the gulag, and if you come back, you get
Gulag.
That guy.
And
You get
and
the money.
typically, I feel
Deal.
like in those scenarios, like people that I'm not saying people actually get hunted,
There's
but
probably-
if
that's
people
probably a
do,
thing.
the people that get hunted are usually hunted by the rich, and the people that are hunted are usually poor, are not wealthy. I guess is the best way of putting it.
That's probably a thing. They
So,
probably really
like,
do this shit.
$1 million to those non-wealthy people is probably a lot of money.
Yeah, that's
See
the
what
only
I'm
thing I'll
saying?
do anything for is like survival.
Not a bad one. I like it.
Because I'm not.
Creative.
Yeah, I'm not going to the fucking moon for $1 million. I don't give a fuck about the moon. I mean, I'm not
I
doing.
don't know if
I'm not
I'd go
doing
to-
weird
I
shit
don't know
like
if
that.
I'd go to space.
Because money is not. I don't care. I don't really. I won't do.
No, I'm just saying.
really anything for money.
It's
but
just
I didn't really-
surviving. That would be tough because
that's why I didn't think about it hard. Because I was like,
no, but it was a good one.
how the fuck
I mean,
is
we
that?
thought putting the thought out there provided all this.
Yeah.
Because
You
it's
know?
fucking.
So-
I don't know what I would do for money. Anything. I wouldn't do shit. Maybe sneakers. I'll do some crazy shit for. If you got some fire sneakers, hit me up. No, I'm just playing.
All right, Chris, what do you got?
I never really put much thought into it either. At first, I was thinking like, oh, the fear factor stuff, but
Okay.
but now that you presented the argument that it's like, oh yeah, by the end of it, I'm still safe, but it's putting you on a mental strain. I started thinking about like the Saw shit. Like, have you guys seen Saw?
Yeah, where
and
he's
stuff.
like,
Oh,
torturing
yeah.
them and shit.
It's like where they're torturing them, but like you get to pay with the life. But in this instance, it would be paid with $1 million,
Okay.
but at the cost of someone else's life or something like that. It's
so
like
if you or them.
it's like it has to be a stranger first and foremost.
Okay, fair.
Like I don't know if my own brother was the one, I'd be like
Give me that.
conflict.
I feel
Give me
like
that
I
$1
feel like
million.
it would have to be somebody
Give me that
like
$1 million.
it couldn't be a stranger because it'd be too easy to kill them off.
Damn.
It would have to be like family
Your
or
dog.
I could probably kill my dog. I mean,
Yo, this
that
motherfucker's
fucker-
a-
that-
you never mind. This
that
man is a
fucker-
savage.
That fucker's been a piss
So
off.
he would kill his dog probably for nothing.
Yo, this man is a fucking savage.
No, you don't understand the.
You don't like your dog.
I don't like my dog.
Can I
Okay,
adopt?
hold on. Let's get come topic. Hold on.
Sorry.
We know he don't like his dog now. Hold on.
I don't blame him. I don't like dogs neither. But
Okay, I still feel like it has to be someone close to you, and of equal.
so if it was Joel.
No, like, more like equal. Like, I guess, almost.
Say it.
I don't know what the proper. You like each of you are equally
Valuable.
like possible of getting it done. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like you don't want it to be.
Someone a bitch and someone who's like.
Yeah, like
Right.
so, like you gotta kind of be at equals. Like this person's gonna be able to do this, and this person's gonna be.
So
able
let's
to
put
do
it in the most simplest form. First Saw movie, both guys are chained up. They're presented an actual saw to cut off their
Yes.
legs, basically.
So one of you, like you both could do it, but who's gonna do
who's
it?
gonna do it? Yeah.
How far do you have to go?
What do you mean?
Like, I never watched the movie Saw.
Oh, if you've never watched Saw, you
You-
should watch
yeah,
it.
you
Those are
should
some
watch it.
fucking dope movies, bro. They're not scary.
They're not.
They're
They
just
have like bad plot to them, but I mean like the way their traps and stuff are
like,
intricate as fuck.
What was the one where there was a big old like fucking hole of needles or a tub of needles,
Oh,
and they had
yeah.
to get the vaccine out of there and shit? Or
Yeah.
whatever?
The
Yeah,
one that
bro,
I
it's
hated the
fucking
most.
very dark.
The one I hated the most was where it was this chick who had to grab a key, and to unlock the key, like a part of a face mask, something. So, I don't know. Saw movies are
Damn,
fucking
I'm gonna
wild.
have to watch these again
I
because
know.
they're actually really good.
And she sticks her hand through a box, and there's a key, and she has to grab the key. But the sad part is that the thing that has the opening of the box, the bottom end, they're blades. So the moment you try and pull it, you can go in your hand in, but you can't come out.
Yeah, because it'll
'Cause
fuck you
it'll
up.
fuck you up.
And then, bro, it's a fucking. If you never watched those movies, you gotta watch those movies.
It's
No, I
not.
don't watch fucking people getting tortured.
Yeah, basically, that's
It's
what it is.
basically
And it's
what it is.
survival of like the fittest because
Yeah.
it's like
And the
five
first
of
Saw
y'all.
movie was great at that. Like everything
You
else is
saw the
kind of
little
like
dude on the little tricycle.
yes,
yeah.
You
yes.
little fucking stewy ass bitch. I'll kick
Well,
his
that's
ass.
just like the prop.
That's
like,
the
it's-
prop. The guy's an actual like psychopath.
Yeah, he's a psychopath.
Because he
that-
like in the later movies they explain
It's all
that like his
Kanye.
victims he cuts out a jigsaw piece. That's what they call him, jigsaw.
Yeah,
It's all Kanye.
it's a fucking dope
Kanye.
like series of movies. Like he said, the plot's kind of.
How many are there?
Like 7,
8.
7, 8.
What
there
the
was
fuck
8.
is this? Fucking
Bro, I'm
stupid
telling
Harry
you-
Potter?
Nah, it's
Stupid
no.
Harry Potter,
But
yeah.
these are. I think these are way like more interesting because it's like
It
He's
ties in.
More
it ties
interesting than a fucking guy flying with fucking a
That's
stick
fake.
and a ball and
That's
shit.
fake. I feel like this could
Because
be
like
more
the guy,
real.
because in terms, I mean, the Saw
Don't
movies
say-
have been
don't-
out for what, years?
Yeah, like
Fucking
years.
say Harry
20
Potter
years.
before.
Like the guy, it all comes full circle because the guy who somehow survives in the first movie,
He's
is
playing,
the guy who puts up all the traps in the other 8 movies.
yeah.
Oh, so he became the ringleader.
No.
I wouldn't say that. I would say like he found Jigsaw. Jigsaw found him because in the first movie, there's a dead guy with a bullet in his head, supposedly. So yeah, because at the end of the movie, at the end of the movie, he gets up, and he's all, and they're like, he
What
was
the
alive
fuck?
the entire time. What?
Yeah.
You see?
That part kind of threw me off though. Like it's just weird, but
yeah.
you just gotta watch it.
Sounds like
Yeah.
a dominatrix, but with death.
I don't know.
No,
but I
it's more
get.
like, so the whole point of the Jigsaw Killer was that they fucked up so much in their life that they need a second chance. That this is their second chance at life. If they can survive them,
So they're like pedophiles.
like
and
one of
shit.
them, yeah, one of them could be a rapist, or one of them could be like super on drugs. And in the later movies, they're more personal because one of them killed his child
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, they
So
all did something to
they
get
all
them
did
there.
something so fucked up that now they have to play a game.
It
with
really
their life.
reminds me of the escape rooms. Have you ever done an
Yes,
Have you
escape
ever
I
room?
watched
love Escape Room.
Have you ever watched The Escape Room, the movie?
Yeah, yeah.
I love that,
That movie was lit.
But that's what I'm saying. It kind of reminds me of
I
that,
cried.
but like way more extreme.
Yeah,
Like you're way more
way
fucked up.
for yeah.
There's
Like
the more fucked up than that.
Yeah, like that's pretty
no.
fucked
You're
up.
going to get hurt. You're going to.
You're
get
gonna
hurt.
get hurt. It's inevitable,
Even
but
more fucked up than the part where the fool's in the freezing. They had to share the fucking jacket.
yeah,
That
it's
was
way
fucked
more
up.
fucked up.
That
than
was
More fucked
fucked up.
Hey, there's second movie, Jigsaw.
It's like
or
Escape
Saw
Room.
2. Yeah, yeah.
It's literally
But
like
it's
Escape
literally
Room.
like this girl has a fucking mask, on, like a headpiece on there, and she has to unlock the headpiece because there's a fucking sawed-off shotgun or whatever built into the headpiece that if within an allotted time, if
It'll
she doesn't get
fucking
it, it'll
blast you.
blast her.
And then
Yeah.
you're gonna see someone get blasted. Like
Yeah.
one of the people will die.
Yeah.
Like every room they go to or whatever
I
scenario,
mean, Escape
someone's
Room,
dead.
Escape Room did the same thing.
Yeah, but these are way more like
They're more
crazy.
sadistic.
Yes, very.
Way more sadistic.
Like you're gonna see some shit like
you're gonna
it's-
see like intestines and shit.
It's fucking dope.
I don't want to see intestines.
It's just a good movie.
It's a good
No, but
movie.
I like. Oh man,
There's
I don't know.
8 of them. I'm
I
still on
think
that.
so.
I'll say after 4,
It kind of
it
gets.
kind of gets kind of like
shitty.
okay,
Fuck
why
is
is
it
this
Star
so long?
Wars? Goddamn.
But I feel like it's a better series when it depends on what you like.
I don't like.
It's
the
like I like
intestines.
Fast and Furious, but once it got like after Tokyo Drift, I kind of didn't give a fuck.
I get
Like
what
there's
you're
an extent
But
to
that-
where
but
it's
that
like,
was like still 4 or 5. So.
Like you just knew that a Saw movie was coming out every October.
yeah,
that's
because it was
how
like
it was.
a Halloween thing.
Yeah,
Ah.
They were good though. I
That
liked
sounds-
them.
That sounds intense.
They're
It's
dope. I
fucking
think once you
intense.
watch the first one, because it's probably the best one.
first one will always
You'll-
be the
you'll-
I
best one.
think you beat both of us because I don't think I'm gonna be getting
I don't
fucking
think I
assault,
could. Yeah, I don't,
assault off shotgun with the box and fucking 30.
Well, considering like
I'll be honest. Just if you, I feel like you would deserve more money too.
yeah.
like I
At that
to
point,
an
I would
extent,
get.
to an
I'd get
extent, I
pegged.
feel like I'd be smart enough. Cause like in those contraptions in those movies, they're like, okay, it's kind of hindsight. It's hindsight that ultimately kills them.
Yeah.
That's
Because it's
true.
like, no one would ever think of, like I said, how I give you the example of the girl putting her hand up and trying to grab the thing, but fucks up her hand. Like, why couldn't you just like use the bricks, the pile of bricks that you were just in this room? Break the glass, take the key. It's all hindsight, but because you're in that state of mind, because they're drugged up whenever they get into it. He kidnaps them, drugs them up. They're disoriented, and then they're scared. So ultimately, you gotta overcome your fear of being like, "Where the fuck am I?" You gotta overcome the fact that you were drugged the fuck up, and you're still drugged the fuck up. And then you gotta, okay, what do I need to do? It's more so that because people act on impulse to an extent to where it's like they'll just continue fucking up if they don't. If they
Yeah,
don't
they're
think
super
it through.
disoriented.
Yeah.
Going into the whole
Fuck.
thing.
And
So you're fucked.
to an extent, I can see myself like I would probably have it like some form of anxiety to an extent. Like, oh my god, I'm fucking in a saw room. What the fuck? to an extent, I'll also be like, oh, cool, this is a Saw room.
I don't know, but if it was some real life
We
shit,
just
you gotta
found out-
put yourself in the real life
Yeah.
shit.
We just found out Chris is a psychopath.
You know,
I mean,
I'm scared of him.
yeah,
bro.
I would give you definitely.
I'll give you the
Out of the
upsize.
3,
You were
yours
really
is
pushing
probably
it.
the most
Yeah.
fucking
Really
intense.
pushing
yeah.
And now I think mine's the simplest one.
This was all. I would walk across Europe.
You're over here
I'm
fucking
just
gonna
like,
get
hey.
probably a leg cut off. Probably end up with HIV.
HIV?
Fucking.
Damn.
But you'll survive all
As
this.
long as I don't get corona.
Yeah.
That's.
I don't know. You guys debate. You guys tell us.
Tell us what our next debate is, because these are fun as fuck.
Yeah,
low-key.
like it really does get the conversation flowing.
It's
Oh, yeah.
fucking funner than fuck. So if you
Right.
want to come on and debate some shit, come talk to us 3, because you can even hit up Chris now, and if he's one of your homies, like fuck
Yeah,
it.
hit him up. We'll get you on the podcast. You guys can discuss whatever, talk about whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope you guys are glad that we're back. I am not gonna lie, that was fucking dope. I enjoyed being back. This shit-
101, baby.
I mean, we're on a quest. Shit. So
100 wasn't the stop. 200 ain't the stop. We ain't gonna stop till the
what
money's
are you,
right.
LeBron.
We ain't gonna stop till the
Fuck
money
LeBron.
right.
Fuck LeBron.
Fuck the LeBrons. He's not the
Anyways,
lit.
I mean, y'all newcomers, subscribe. Everybody else that's been around, just press that little bell for notifications. You know what we're gonna be doing Monday, Fridays, Wednesday, Taste Buds. Again, 1 through 24. Keep a lookout for show. Thank you, Chris. Welcome
yeah.
to the squad, brother.
Hope
Yeah.
you guys enjoyed the new opening. I spent a lot of time on that.
That's
Hopefully,
true.
I'll get to improve more on the new opening. You'll see
Damn,
a lot
let's
more.
go,
get
baby.
it, man. That was
And
fucking dope.
Shout out to Mikey Drums for the beat. I
Oh,
wouldn't
yeah,
have been able
true
to do
shit.
it without him. If you guys enjoy that opening, I'll continue to add more to it. Give more suggestions out. These guys, give them advice. Like, give them some ideas. It's a team effort in this instance. We can't do it without the help of the fan base. We can't do it without the help of people who have been on the podcast. Contribute. Just contribute.
Yes,
So-
sir. I mean, I couldn't have said it better myself.
And
so.
tongue punch the like button, please.
Punch
Right.
it. Punch it.
Tongue punch it, not with your
Hit
finger.
the notification bell. Get notified whenever these guys upload a video.
For real. And we're going
Right.
to be doing some other shit, too, so keep an eye out. We got a lot of things coming y'all's way. I mean, fuck it.
We love you.
We're going to sign off. Later.
See ya.
That's what I'm talking about.